welcome back here. Once again here to the Mopar Nationwide Series. We are taking the field in the series down to Alabama here. We're in Earnhardt country. We're here at Talladega Super Speedway for the running of race number 10 of the season, the Aaron's 312. A very interesting race we have going on here. This is one of these more popular tracks where a lot of drivers, including everybody here today, would love to win at to say they won Talladega. We've only had one winner here in 2 races in the Mopar Nationwide Series, and they were won by Charles Jackson. So Charles today is looking for a three-peat in this. He's looking for a 3rd win in a row here in 3 seasons, and his 3rd different ride. So this should be interesting to see what happens. And we do have one driver replacement we'd like to get to, and that was Code Alley, who got replaced out of the 9 car for not commenting. Ethan Hamil ended up winning the I should say, just like whopping 26 people in that draw. He was the one out of that 26 drivers or people signed up. He was the lucky one to get this car. So Ethan Hamil will be making his debut today. First time in my series in an actual race. I believe he was in one of my one race deal things, but Ethan's making his debut. Of all places, Talladega. We'll see if he keeps that Mountain Dew Dodge Challenger, keep it clean today, and see if he has a chance to go for the win like last week's winner Ryan Juke went for. We're going to go back and see where he is. Made his return last week in the Mopar Nationwide Series in the exact same car he ran last season and won the thing. He won at Kansas last week through strategy and everything, and caution came out and he got the win. So Ryan Juke trying to make it 2 wins in a row today here in the Rental Wraps paint scheme once again. And to look around for some of the guys up in the standings, Michael Norman, you actually see him. He's actually, I think, right ahead of Ryan Juke. A couple rows up. He's driving a Budweiser paint scheme this week. Norman's having another bad qualifying effort, but lately he's been qualifying by and ran well. Last week was like his first mulligan of the season. I jinxed him about saying he had completed every lap. Well, he finished, I think, 4 laps down last week, so that's over. So nobody's 100% now of the full-time driver that raced all season. But Michael is going to go out there and try to extend his points lead. He lost a little bit to Aaron Reed, who is a little bit ahead. Actually, he's a couple of rows back, I should say. Aaron Reed's going to try to make up 9 points behind Michael Norman. 3rd in the standings, Aaron Williams Jr. You see right here in the background. He's starting 41st. No, 39th, I should say. So Williams back here as well. Reed, Norman, the top 3 in the standings are all back here. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, we're going to go back to the front now. And the pole sitter today is another first-time pole sitter this season. We have not had a 2-time pole sitter yet this season. Anthony McCurry in the Great Clips Chevrolet out of Turner Motorsports is on the pole today in the 38. Outside of him is the number 2 tap-out Chevrolet of Luke Walker. Let's do this. Row 2 has the 11 Sport Clips. First time this year I think has been on it. That's Row 8 Vaderview. Josh O'Malley on the outside of him in the 8. Row 3 has Richard Johnson and Sean Henley. Row 4 has Ryan Acosta and Seth Cole. And round out your top 10 today is Alex Jones and James McLeod. So we'll see what happens. Get this field rolling for the Aaron's 312 today. Get ready for the race chatter and all that good stuff.
Just like I told these boys in the meeting, we don't need anything over the top today. We got a good race car, we got a good driver, we got a good pit crew. All we got to do is just everybody carry their weight. We'll be just fine at the end of this thing. 10-4.
Race rolling away, so no
bud.
mechanical issues to start the race. So as the field rolls by this large 2.6 mile super speedway here in Talladega, here's your starting lineup for today's Aaron's 312. We are back and ready to go racing here at Talladega behind the Dodge Charger pace car, which, even though a Charger is not in the series, Anyway, Anthony McCurry, Luke Walker. This should be an interesting couple right here to see how they do. Luke Walker wanted Daytona to start the season off, so he already has a restrictor plate win in the bag. Anthony McCurry still looking for his first win. Would love to get a chance. Anthony just trying to do what he can to go to victory lane for the first time. 23rd in the standings, trying to make up some ground. Guy behind him in third, hungry for a win. He has been taken out of contention by pit stops in a couple of races. Rohit Vanderview looking to win. Joshua Mudd trying to make it 2 wins this season. We'll see what happens as the green flag is out, and we're racing here at Talladega. And this could be a factor maker. The finish line so far down towards turn 1. Could set up for a great finish. I don't know what the heck is down there glitching. I saw everybody. Anyway. Look back there. Sean Henley in the 6th car just went way up the track and kicked out of line. 4th in the standings. He had a great qualifying effort. He just lost a bunch of that ground he just made up through qualifying. And Anthony McCurry is leading at the moment. Rohit Vanderview is making a charge to the inside. He's actually going to come down and block him. He's going to be 3 lanes of blocking, trying to lead a lap. Richard Johnson had help from Ryan Acosta right there to try to help him get to the front. Anthony's trying to pull away now. You don't want to be around the mess in the back. That's where wrecks happen. Staying up front is about the best medicine to prevent that from happening. As we got 4 wide already, Ryan Acosta got kicked out of line at the worst time. Look at him string out across the line here in the first lap. I still don't understand why they're doing at the screen. Anthony McCurry leads. Rohit Vanderview 2nd. Richard Johnson 3rd. They're trying to pull away. And there's the last winner of the Mountain Race Series at Kansas. Seth Cole. He got his first win in a long time. And he got his 2nd career win there. Trying to get a win here in the Nationwide Series. Going with Rohit Vanderview right now as Richard Johnson jumped up to help the 38. And Ryan Acosta's falling too. Rohit's trying to take the lead. We had a wreck. Thought somebody was off the pace. Let's see who leads this time by. Or just going to be close. Anthony's going to get it again. Let's go to the back and see what's going on. There's Daniel Hummel back here in the Red Bull Ford Mustang. Back here racing Aaron Williams Jr., Michael Causey. There's Danny Wells and a GoDaddy paint scheme there on the bottom. Going through the field. Randy Carpenter, probably one of the better qualifiers in the series. He started dead last today in that 30 car. That's an unusual thing to see that car in the back, qualifying wise. Randy didn't have a great effort right there. Trying to make up some ground right now. Right behind Daniel Boyles. 77, not the 54, but that's the 77. Ryan Juke, last week's winner right there behind Sam Young in a new paint scheme. First time this season. Aaron Reed, Michael Norman. A couple of guys battling the championship standings, 1st and 2nd. Nose to tail in line. Got the line. Let's see who's leading. And McCurry beat Rohit even closer that time. McCurry's led every lap car. Up there high up there is that orange 1 car. That's Steven Gonzalez. He could be a factor in this race. The 1 car has always seemed to do well in the restrictor plate races. Straight in behind Jake Rogers. Barney Warder here in the Dollar General 32. Oh, we got a wreck near the front. Oh, somebody's flipping. It's James McLeod. He just got hit by Cody Lamas. Oh my goodness. And he's going to get hit again by Trent Dunham. Sean Galligan. And McLeod is barrel rolling again. Oh my goodness. McLeod just put a ton. And that's how his season has went. There's just been so much bad luck for that 34 car. The caution is out. Anthony McCurry led back to the line again. I don't know what the heck happened, but McLeod got turned on the straightaway and flipped over. Trent Dunham, Jake Rogers are stuck. Michael Causey, Sean Galligan's involved. Brett Yates, Joshua Osborne. And the big one took place on lap 4. Wow. Danny Wells, there's McLeod. Charles Jackson will not make a three-peat. Jackson is on pit road with a destroyed 16 car. And we will have a guaranteed new winner in this race. That is a tough break for Charles. Did not even really get a chance to defend his win. 2-time defending winner of this race at Talladega. Not going to happen today. There's Causey. There's Richard Johnson who's up there battling for the lead. He has damage. Does Collard have damage? Yep. Collard has a little bit of scrape down the door. He's gotten hit. Steve Gonzalez has some rear end damage. Saw Justin Williams up there. I thought he got damaged. Just not. Looks like the rest of the field made it through. I've seen anybody else with damage. Oh, Joshua Mudd. The 8 car has some damage. That's a tough break. And I guess everybody else is okay. Pit stop's going to be happening. Let's go back and check the replay out before pit stop begin and see what happened to James McLeod and caught up the rest of the field. Alright, ready to go for the helicopter cam because it's really hard to see what exactly happened. But this is within the top 10, actually right outside the top 5. McLeod's right here racing hard with Sean Henley, Joshua Mudd, and he's coming up beside Chris Kyle. And Joshua Mudd, I don't know why the 8 car went into the 34, but they have plenty of room. He had nobody to his outside, and he's going to pinch up, and McLeod gets turned into the wall and tips it over. Richard Johnson goes around. But look at McLeod slide on his roof. I mean, I don't know what the 8 car was doing, but McLeod did nothing wrong there. And Mudd drives off. Now this is where it's going to get interesting. Look at that 34 car. That XI battery car is upside down. Cody Lam is up on the high side trying to avoid the wreck, and then the back of the 34 car just slid into the front end of that Monster Energy 54. And that's going to end Cody's day. Jake Rogers scraped a little bit. Steven Gonzalez barely got a piece of it. Xavier Livingston, Justin Williams, all trying to avoid. Everybody else slides down. Aaron Reed, Michael Norman, they slid by. Here comes Randy Carpenter, Aaron Williams Jr., Daniel Voiles. Trent Dunham had Joshua Osborne on his bumper. Couldn't do nothing about that. Oh, and they did wreck up ahead. Watch McLeod, though, get hit right here. Danny Wells, Joshua Collard, Cody Lamas. And now watch this 34 car go barrel rolling again. Rick Yates gets sent flying airborne. Look at Danny Wells up in the air. Michael Cosby's under his car. Galligan back there. Lamas sitting there. There's Charles Jackson who got in there as well. There's actually cars back here. Oh, that's Richard Johnson. And then we saw Gonzalez and them getting that wreck. We'll have to go back and check this again, because they wrecked once some more. Oh, it's when Williams, or not Williams, Lama's car went down the track. Jake Rogers, he ends up sitting behind the 54. I think, oh, Rhett Yates. That's Steven Gonzalez's teammate that just ran in the back of him into Jake Rogers. Osborne them wreck. Look at James Qualls, Ryan Juke, Sam Young go up the track. There's Charles, I think, ran in the back of the 7 car or something. That was just a wild wreck. Well, that's one view. We're going to have an interesting view from this 34 car and see exactly what James saw, but that was a wild ride for James McLeod. Now, I don't know how many people actually remember James having a really bad wreck, I believe, at Indianapolis a long time ago in my Mountain Dew Race Series, but he might not even know. But this is right up there with pretty bad wrecks. This was a pretty ugly looking one. This is what James saw from the XI Batteries camera. And just, you know, it's bad. He's going to get hit again. This is what he's going to right about here. Hit him. Right there. Here comes Danny. Charles actually hit James. That's where Charles got damaged. Look at this ride. Okay, definitely the Indy wreck was worse. If you have to go back and look at the wreck, you can go look it up. That wreck was a lot worse than this one, but still tough break for a lot of these drivers. Danny Wells right there sitting there. Charles Jackson, Rhett Yates right there, and a few others. James especially. Done for the day here, and just tough break. We're actually going to go on board with Charles and see what he saw. And Charles had been running mid-pack back here in the 16. He was just probably biding his time to get to the front, but you just have to know when that wreck's going to happen, you're going to get washed up in it. So I don't know, but Charles didn't make it through this wreck, and this is what happened to the 2-time defending champion of this race. Colin Galligan now the X Factor track with about. Oh, we actually hit Richard Johnson there, so there was already a little bit of damage to his car. McLeod's car right in front of him, and that's all he hit. Collard went through there, and you see the 2 cars, the 34 and the 5 flipping. That was it. Tough break for a lot of the drivers, including right there Richard Johnson, one of the front runners already taken out. Cody Lamas, wrong place, wrong time, like he seems to always be in. Cody's had some bad luck at this track. He can remember the Cup Series race last year in the chase, leading and blew up. So, I mean, Cody's had some, there's no love lost with him in this track. But tough breaker here for this man who's won here twice. We will definitely have a new winner now. We go back now to live action as pit stops begin here at Talladega for the first time today. Alright, we are back, getting ready for some pit stops. As everybody comes rolling down pit road, doesn't look like anybody's staying out. So we're going to go back over here. As nobody is staying out, we're going to wait to see who's going to win off the battle off pit road. As Anthony McCurry in the 38, the pole sitter, leads them down, has led every lap so far. And look at all the destroyed cars sitting up pit road as people are dropping out of the race, including the defending winner, Charles Jackson. As you see, McCurry's about the only car down here, so he has a lot of room now to make pit stops with the other 3 cars behind him. And then the other guy that benefits from this is the new driver, Ethan DeMille, in the 9. See him coming off. Anthony's going to win off once again. And about almost half the field was taken out during that wreck. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens from here on out. There's a 29-lap race. Oh, and Randy Carpenter just hit the 99 right there, Zohar Mutton. That's going to be interesting to see. We'll have to check the damage on that as other cars are making repairs. We'll be back for the restart here for the Aaron's 312 at Talladega as Anthony McCurry is your race leader. We are back with a developing story as Michael Norman and Randy Carpenter were a couple of drivers coming down off pit road. Cars started checking up in front of them, and they just got heavy damage to both those race cars. Wow, I started fast forwarding just a little bit, and I caught a glimpse of it. All they're going to do at Norman's car is just rip the hood off, change some tires, or just whatever. I think it was Carpenter actually changed tires. He ripped his hood off too. Wow, that was crazy. They just started stacking up. I didn't get to exactly see what happened, but they both were a couple of drivers that ran into somebody. Somebody has rear end damage somewhere. I think Xavier Livingston got ran over in the 51. We saw the 99 get hit on pit road. That's Zohar Mutton, and he got hit. So that was interesting. I don't think we're going back to green just yet, so we will take you guys to another break for another lap and get ready for the restart here at Talladega. Alright, now we're back. As we're ready to go racing with the pace car lights off, we'll be going green this time by. A lot of drivers were taken out in this race. That includes Joshua Collard, Richard Johnson, Michael Causey, Sean Galligan, Joshua Osborne, James McLeod, Trent Dunham, Cody Lamas, Charles Jackson, Brett Yates, and Danny Wells. Sam Young went 2 laps down to 66. I don't know exactly what happened to Sam. He had something happen at Kansas. The same deal. He started pitting a lot. This is the second week in a row that this happened to him. And he's a lap down, it says now. So I don't know what happened to him. Jake Rogers is also 1 lap down from repairs. And the big story during that caution was a couple of these cars right here, including points leader Michael Norman, who got into like a bumper car battle in the backstretch with some other cars. I wish I wasn't fast 40, but I didn't think that would happen. Him and Randy Carpenter were the victims in this situation. Zohar Mutton got hit on pit road, so we'll have to see how those cars perform as the pace car is already heading off. Top 10 rundown: Anthony McCurry, Rohit Vaderview, Seth Cole, Luke Walker, Ethan DeMille. His first start is in 5th. And the rest of your top 10 is Alex Jones, Mike Becker, Sean Henley, Brody Banta, and Ryan Acosta rounds out the top 10. As we're going back green, they'll have to go around the slow car of Jake Rogers. And we're going back green here at Talladega. Now, the only car that's really challenged the 38 car for the lead today has been Rohit Vaderview, who's in 2nd place. And Rohit's been in a situation the last couple of times. He's been 2nd. Something's happened when he ran in 2nd place the whole time. Bristol behind Zohar Mutton had his hit, got trapped a lap down because a caution came out, and then same thing at Memphis when he was following James McLeod, got trapped a lap down running 2nd. So he's probably not one to run 2nd. He's going to take the lead on Anthony as they pulled away from those two by themselves. The rest of the field's trying to catch back up, and Rohit Vaderview is the new leader. First lead change of the day here at Talladega. Vaderview trying to make up some ground in the standings. He's 8th in points. Needs to lead this lap, and he's going to. And he will, and Anthony's going to start getting freight train, looks like. Luke Walker's going under him, and here comes Alex Jones. Over him in that blue car right there. The Gulf Shore paint scheme. Or Gulf Safe, or whatever it is. He has Sean Henley right behind him, 4th in the standings, and Ethan DeMille is right there running strong right now in the 6th spot. Austin Ogo's up there in the 21, the Payday Chevrolet. And Aaron Reed drops from the back of the pack up to the top 10. Aaron Reed looks like he had a strong car today. He's way ahead of Michael Norman. He could be the new point leader at this point. Aaron Williams Jr. is right there with him. And we have somebody pulling off pit road. I think that was Chris Dollarton. And it is. He has damage. Xavier Livingston's coming to pit road as well. There's Michael Norman and Randy Carpenter. They're back here drafting. I believe they are going to be in 26 and 27 maybe. Yep. That's the tough break for them. But Dollarton and Xavier Livingston, I think, are repairing damage as go back toward the front. Some of these cars are off the pace. And Rohit Vader is still leading. And Luke Walker is still trying to get around Anthony McCurry for second. Rohit has him going to attack right now. Sean Henley, Ethan Hamill, and Aaron Reed are all working the bottom right now. Right now, the 11 car, the Sports Clip Toyota Camry out of Joe Gibbs Racing is leading here at Talladega. 12:29. And Anthony McCurry got kicked away to the high side. He's been one of the dominant cars, and he's actually getting freight trained by one of his teammates right there, Alex Jones, 31. Figured he'd be helping him, and oh, Chris Dollarton is coming back on the racetrack. Looks like he was no problem at all. And we got a battle for the lead. Luke Walker to the inside of Rohit Fairview. Can he get a run on him? He has the preferred line. Where will Alex Jones go? He's actually going to the high side with Rohit Fairview. Wow. He's got the run on the high side, it looks like, and that help from the 31 is going to keep the 11 out front. Looks like everything else is staying pretty much calm behind them. I don't want to see what's going on with some of the other drivers we haven't talked about today. There's Jack Richards right there in the Lego Batman 2 GameStop car. First time I've seen that. Kind of late to run it, but oh well, he's running that today. He's up there in the top 10. Justin Williams, he's up there running good right now with Aaron Reach who's inside. Mike Becker's working his way up the middle. He's had some good runs going, and he got involved in wrecks lately. Becker's trying to get a good run. Seth Cole on the bottom. Just got out of the groove, looks like. Dancer right here. Dylan Young in the 64's up there. Here is Chris Kyle in his second race. He's driving the Shell car this week. Barney Ward, James Qualls, there's Aaron Williams. Daniel Voiles is hanging around, and Ryan Juke in the back of this group. And Ryan Acosta's about to lose this draft. Car that actually did lose the draft. There's Sam Young. He's a lap down. Chris Dollarton's a lap down. Daniel Voiles, or not Voiles, Daniel Hummel, I should say. I don't know if he has damage or not. He's off the pace. He has Zohar Munn behind him, who got hit on pit road. Jake Rogers. Steve Gonzalez talking to a couple of teammates that got in the wreck. Gonzalez had the wreck cleared until their other teammate, Rhett Yates, hit him. So, not a good day again this year. So that's a tough break. There's the Xavier Livingston, Michael Norman, Randy Carpenter, and that's the field. Everyone else has dropped out. I don't think anybody else actually has dropped out, though, but since that wreck. Right now, Luke Walker's making a move to the inside row at Vaderview once again. Sean Henley's moved up to third. The line, the 11 beat out the 2. But Luke Walker has the front line in the tap out Chevrolet. And Sean Henley just went up the track. I think Alex Jones just gave him a shot. It's kind of hard to pass at this point. A lot of these cars are trying to get runs, but nothing's happening. Just have to be in the right place at the right time, I guess. And Rohit Vaderview going to the lead once again. He just got cut off big time by the 2 car. He had to get out of the throttle right there. Sean Henley and Jack Richards are trying to get the high side going. Henley might actually get the run off the corner. Oh, and there's pit stops. I think Ethan Hamill was trying to pit, and he just got really boggled up right there. He just lost all his speed. He's going to lose the draft. Not many cars are not pitting this lap. Not many cars are staying out. Looks like everybody else is coming in. I don't know if this is going to be the last stop or not. Rohit Vaderview leads the first group down. And we'll go back to the lead, though, and see what's going on. We have about 6 cars up in this draft. Ethan Hamill got held up by the guys pitting. He really fell back. He lost the draft in the 9 car. It's really going to hurt him. As Sean Henley led that lap, that's a big bonus point for fourth in the standings. Trying to look for his first win this season. He's in the race for Pop-Tart car this week for the first time. And looks like everybody else is peeling off pit road. Sean Henley, Jack Richards, Dylan Young, Anthony McCurry, Aaron Williams Jr., James Qualls, and Ethan Hamill are all coming down. Sam Young's coming down with them, even though he's not on the lead lap. So this could be a very important stop for these guys. They'll have to get going because they're a smaller field, so they need to get going before this big pack catches them. Here comes Michael Norman. He's coming off pit road. It's a tough break for him. He's going to be a tough points today for that 88 team. With Aaron Reed and Aaron Williams Jr. and Sean Henley. And Alex Jones even throw in there. The other guys in the top 5 in the standings are really going to gain on Michael. He's having a tough week once again. Let's go back to see what these other guys are. There's Luke Walker, Rohit Vaderview. They're way out ahead of Justin Williams and Austin Ogo. Henley, he's over here. There comes Sean and Jack Richards. And here comes Luke Walker and Rohit Vaderview. They're definitely going to catch them. There goes Richards. and they're going to bypass Hindley. That's Dylan Young. There's Hindley. So the field definitely got separated right here. And Luke Walker and Rohit Vaderview are out by themselves right now. Guess that's the product of having the first round of pit stops and being able to go. Now Sean Hindley's only hope's going to be these other 3 cars right here to catch up. Justin Williams, Austin Ogo, and Dylan Young. I mean, that's basically what it is for the rest of the field now. They're going to catch the top 2. It's just Rohit Vaderview and Luke Walker racing it out. And Rohit's going to lead at the line. If I was Luke Walker, I would want to line up with that 11 car before you lose them. Being out here by yourself is not a good thing though. When that big pack gets put back together, they should catch back up. That is if they get together. The second group right there are all together, and that's big pack way back here should be able to catch up. They're almost 5 wide. I don't know what they're doing right here. Definitely get separated though. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Chris Dollarson, we saw him hit a lap earlier, actually a couple laps earlier than the rest of the field. He's actually up here in the lead group now. He's in the 13th position, I think it said. Or he's somewhere around that area. So he should be, well, he looks like he actually is off the pace. He's actually crazy. There's Aaron Williams, he lost his lap. I don't know what happened to him. He's in the middle. We saw what happened to him. He had to check out for those guys in front of him. Chris Kyle, Ryan Acosta, Daniel. Brody Banta had a bad pit stop as well as Armand. So some of these guys lost ground on the pit stops. The top 2 still have a little bit of advantage, but these guys are catching them. They're about 6 to 10 miles an hour faster. This 4-car group is definitely going to catch Rohit Vaderview and Luke Walker. Sean Hindley, Justin Williams, Austin Ogo, and Dylan Young got a train going right now. And in that other group, I don't know if they're going to be able to catch up in time. They're not really lined up to catch up like the 4-car tandem was. I think the 11 and the 2 just realized there's other cars with them now, so this is going to be, we got a 6-car battle for the lead right now. And Hindley has nothing but a run right now. See if he uses it for anything. He's going to pull under Luke. He has everybody going with them. Oh, Austin Ogo didn't go with him. Justin Williams ended up going under Sean. He let him back in line though, but that really hurt both their momentum. Now with these guys up here, this other group should start catching them. Well, at least we hope they do. Oh, Ryan Juke just, I don't know if him and McCurry decided to hook up or he tried to block the 38, but man, they went synchronized down to the bottom like that. I think Ryan's trying to stick with him, and Chris Dollarton had to pit, but that probably will be another pit stop before this race is over. And look at the field, nothing else is going on. This has actually been relatively calm since the big one, which is kind of surprising because this has not ever happened here before. Dylan Young's trying to get away from Justin Williams, goes under him. And I don't understand when they go to the bottom. I think they just break. I don't know why. I'm going to have to look into that part of the race. This is the check I've always used, but I don't know. Sean Hindley is in the car that almost won this race last season. We're not going to name who that was, but got beat by Charles Jackson, that person did. So this car has been good here on the restrictor place as well. Luke Walker is now leading. Rohit Vaderview got kicked out of line. He's getting freight trained back probably to the 6th spot. And they're catching Randy Carpenter and Michael Norman, who basically have been drafting together this whole race. So this could play a factor. And there they are, and there's the other pack. They are catching them. And this could actually help that other pack out too. Where do you want to be in this situation? I think you want to be on the high side. I think Hindley just noticed that. As everybody moves up. As long as the 88 and the 30 don't come up, and they do. And everybody's trying to get to the bottom, and now the top 2 over here are getting away. Austin Ogo kicked out of line. Justin Williams and Rohit Vaderview. Ooh, that's getting close. Well, these guys are trying to maneuver around. Michael Norman holding up Justin Williams and Rohit Vaderview. This is not what they want to see. Randy Carpenter, they're going to start holding up that next group. And wow, this is really getting interesting now. These 2 slow cars really caught everybody back up. And Rohit Vaderview still cannot get down, and now he's going to finally. Randy Carpenter's holding up his own teammate, Alex Jones. You don't do that. That's the one thing you want to do. Not that. Oh, he's trying to get out of his way now. That just took out Ryan Juke right there. These guys better figure it out really quick because they're going to be losing this lead draft really quickly. Ooh, Seth Cole, don't be the one that loses it. There's Michael Norman. He is in the way. And everybody looks like they get mostly through it. And yeah, I think everybody else cleared it. Sean Henley's taking the lead away from Luke Walker. I just noticed on the leaderboard. So now almost everybody's single file, which doesn't look really relatively well. As Luke Walker's getting freight trained out of line by his teammate Austin Ogo in the Payday 21 Chevrolet. Got 3 RCR cars up here at the front, the 21, the 2, and the 29. And it looks like they are pitting probably for the final time. Hopefully nobody gets messed up. They're single file, it shouldn't be a problem. And here they come. So this might be the group that gets away, and where we at this race. This could play a factor, being this first group. It's benefited them the first time. I don't know why everybody wouldn't do it this time. Looks like Luke Walker, then we're going to do gas and only. See, looks like gas only for everybody. Man, Luke's taking a long time to get going, and he's going to be the first one off. So this should be interesting. Go back toward the leader. It's another small group. Barney Ward, oh, he's trying to get in line now. You got Henley, Dylan Young, Barney Ward, Jack Richards, Anthony McCurry, James Qualls. In the back here, you got these 3 cars. Williams Jr., Hamil, and Sam Young. Randy Carpenter probably coming in. So will Daniel Hummel. Chris Darlington should be staying out. So this is going to be interesting how this pit stop plays off. Got some of the damaged cars sitting on pit road. Everybody should be doing gas and go. If I was a second group, I would be going a little bit shorter on the gas to get back out there, because it's only going to be 4 laps to go whenever Henley crosses the line or whoever is leading. And Ethan Hamil had a long pit stop where he just now getting to his stall. And there goes Henley. Barney Ward might actually beat him off. We haven't even talked about Barney Ward. Where's those other leaders at? Austin Ogo and Luke Walker. Only 2 cars up here once again. And they're actually trying to race it out and everything. And these guys are coming off pit road. Henley and Barney Ward are side by side. Oh, Henley had to let Barney Ward go. And here comes the leaders. They're going to hurt Henley big time. I guess Barney Ward wasn't going to let him go. I don't know who won off pit road, but no give and take right there. Dylan Young and Barney Ward are trying to stay ahead. They might get away. I don't think about Henley. I don't think he will. Austin Ogo started hooking up with Luke Walker. Jack Richards back there has no help. Henley might end up being with these 2 cars. They have to work with some RCR cars. Oh, and Ogo goes with Henley. I don't know why would you help a rival team like that. And now Dylan Young and Barney Ward, 2 guys we haven't even talked about really today, up here battling for the lead here at Talladega with 3 laps to go. And Barney Ward will lead that lap. First time the 32 cars led today. Dylan Young got to the inside of him though. And the Aspen Dental's Toyota Camry out of Rusty Wallace Incorporated is in the lead. We have not said that much. This is Rusty Wallace car leading. Dylan Young, another guy that's won on a restrictor plate. He won at Daytona in the July race last season. So Dylan knows how to win the restrictor plate as well, like Luke Walker. Barney Ward going for the lead once again, but can't make the run on the bottom. I don't understand about the bottom on this track. We might be switching tracks for the Cup race, and this might be the last time we run here on this revamped track. But we got a 5-car battle for the lead, and we got 2 laps to go. Who is going to win here at Talladega? The second group I don't think has a chance, and of course is led by second in the standings Aaron Reed. He has his teammate Jack Richards right behind him, and then another one of their teammates, Roy Vaderview, right there. That's a tough race. 11 cars up there running for the lead. It doesn't look like it's going to happen today. The top 5 are single file. Austin Ogo's falling out of line. Here comes Luke Walker to the inside of Barney Ward for second. I don't know if the bottom's going to work though. It's dumb. And it actually looked like it didn't mess up that time. Side by side for second, but Dylan Young, that's what he wants to see. Austin Ogo, Sean Henley are trying to play back there. I don't know where Ogo's going, but he's trying to get around Henley, playing a game of block back there. As we're coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go for Dylan Young in the 64. Looking for his first win of the season. Luke Walker is going for win number 2. Barney Ward also looking for win number 2. They were the first 2 winners of the season. Henley looking for his first win of the season. And so is Austin Ogo for his first career win. Does anybody have anything for Dylan Young? Luke Walker. He pulls to the inside of Dylan Young. He has help from Barney Ward. Dylan Young has no help on the high side. Luke Walker in the number 2 has the lead. And Barney Ward had to back off, I guess. I don't know why, but he did. Dylan Young trying to fight back hard on the outside. Luke Walker has the lead. Dylan Young, he has the run. He has help from Sean Henley. There he coming to the stripe, and it looks like the 64 is not going to have a run. Coming to the stripe and winning the next restrictor plate race, and is keeping his streak alive. Luke Walker in the 2 wins the Aaron's 312 here at Talladega. And the 2 car is 2 for 2 this season on restrictor plate races, and that's win number 2 for car number 2. There's a lot of Illuminati right there. Wow. Anyway, Luke Walker has won today's race. His second one of the season. Came in this race 11th in points. Like I said, win number 2 for car number 2 on the second race. Restrictor plate this season. 2-2-2, I guess. I don't know, but that's crazy. Luke Walker is going to victory lane today. Congrats to him. Dylan Young couldn't get the run on the high side. Had help from Henley, but just nothing could go. Again, I'm going to be looking into this track because I'm kind of disappointed in how the racing actually went after the big one happened. That was kind of dumb. The bottom should have worked. But anyway, congrats to Luke Walker on the victory. Dylan Young finishes second. Great run for him. He needed a good run, and he got it. Thought he had the win going for him, but just didn't work out. But still a strong second place run for Dylan Young. Sean Henley will get third. It's really going to help him in the standings. He quite possibly will be up there with Aaron Reed. One of them is going to be the points there regardless. I'll have to wait and see how it falls. Barney Ward will finish 4th. He needed a good run. We haven't talked about Barney much lately. He needed a good run. Austin Ogo, he's just way down in the standings. He needed a good run. He gets a top 5 today, finishing 5th. Jack Richards, Aaron Reed, Rohit Bayview, all 3 Gibbs cars 6th through 8th. All good runs today. Justin Williams in 9th, the rookie, second highest rookie. Some of the RCR car ran up there. RCR ran well along with Joe Gibbs Racing. And then round out top 10 is Ryan Duke, who finished 10th this week after winning last week. Mike Becker, James Qualls, Anthony McCurry, who looked like a dominant car early on, just lost ground near the end and fell out of the draft and everything. Is up 13th after taking the pole and leading a while. Aaron Williams Jr. 14th, Seth Cole 15th. Then you got Ethan Emil 16th in his debut. Alex Jones, Daniel Voiles, Chris Kyle, Brody Banter, Ryan Acosta, Daniel Hummel, Chris Dollerton, Zohar Mutton, Joshua Mudd, Steven Gonzalez, Xavier Livingston, all on the lead lap. 28th on down from 31st were a lap down. That included Sam Young, Michael Norman, the points leader, had his troubles under caution. Randy Carpenter and Jake Rogers, all 1 lap down. And the rest of the cars that fell out from the big one early on in the race: Joshua Collard, Richard Johnson, Michael Causey, Sean Galligan, Joshua Osborne, James McLeod, Trent Dunham, Cody Lamas, Charles Jackson, who did not make it 3 in a row here, Rhett Yates, and Danny Wells, all failed to finish today's race. Well, that is Talladega. The Aaron's 312 is in the books. Thanks again for watching, guys. Remember to comment, like, subscribe, everything to continue keeping up with the series. Stay tuned for the Mountain Race Series race at Talladega, which will probably be on a different Talladega track. And I don't know what to expect. Should be interesting. It's going to be a little bit longer of a race, but we'll see what happens. But thanks again for watching today's race. And congrats one last time to Luke Walker on picking up his second victory of the season and second on a restrictor plate racetrack and car number 2, 222. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm out here, guys. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys for race 11 at Darlington.